Hello, Cancer. This is your tarot reading for October 2016. Just a couple more seconds. And now I'm going to cut the cards. Okay. All right, your first card, Cancer, is a wonderful card, Ace of Cups. And cups are your element because they represent water. I have a King of Pentacles reversed. I have the Fool reversed. I have a Knight of Wands reversed. I have a King of Swords. Lots of kings and knights. And the King of Swords is going to be in the middle of your spread. I have a Seven of Swords reversed. I have the Justice card reversed. Interesting. These swords are pretty interesting here. Justice has a sword, by the way. So, yeah, all very, very interesting. I have a Queen of Cups reversed. And then I have an Eight of Swords. Wow. Okay, Cancer. You are water. These swords are air. Okay. The story, you have this Fool and Justice in reverse. I wonder what that could mean. But the first thing I'm getting here with all these kings and queens, you have two kings, you have a knight, you have a Queen of Cups. I think this Queen of Cups is you, obviously, seeing cups is your element. Things are topsy-turvy in your life. Also, a partner or someone you're close to is going through a lot of stress, withdrawing. They're not being a real partner to you. They're not being very supportive. And this is what I'm getting from this King of Pentacles reversed. But when I see this King of Swords in the middle, I'm getting the fact, this feeling that this person is your partner, and maybe there's an issue of communication. Seven of Swords and Eight of Swords here. These are very meaningful because with these swords, I'm getting a sense that this King of Swords this is about communication with your partner, being honest with your partner, not feeling trapped. But I get the feeling that that's how things might turn out, that there's this frustration in the relationship or a situation that's simmering and simmering and simmering, and you don't like that. Maybe you feel you're taking on much more of the burden than this other person. So when I see this Knight of Wands in reverse, I see a younger man. The Knight is younger than the King. And the Page, this Fool, I keep thinking this is a Page. The Fool is carefree. But this Knight of Wands, when it's reversed, it's the energy of someone who doesn't think things through, who's a little careless. Think of someone who wants to splurge, even though you two don't have any money. Think of this as someone who wants to splurge on a toy or a new TV, and they don't tell you. They don't have any forethought. They don't have a lot of focus and discipline. It's like, oh, honey, I'll get to it later. Or they come around, they're in your life, and then they disappear. So when we get different kings and queens and knights, it doesn't mean that these are all different people, but sometimes based on whether certain cards belong to your energy, like this Queen of Cups, I know that's you. A lot of it could have a lot to do with the way certain people are behaving, not necessarily that it represents different people. And so I'm just getting the sense that maybe you've been trying to be very nurturing and supporting with this Ace of Cups, right? And you've been trying to be very nurturing and supporting, but you're not getting support because the King of Pentacles, this is the card of a king or a person who's mastered financial stability. He's very wise, he's very logical and rational, and he's good with money. I get the feeling that maybe there's been a little upheaval in the home, upheaval with money. The Fool is carefree and happy. This is reversed as well, so there hasn't been an opportunity to be as carefree as you would have wanted to in the past few weeks heading into October. So by the time we get to this careless Knight of Wands and this King of Swords, trying to have a meeting of the minds, trying to think through things clearly, trying to be honest. I think that you've been disappointed and someone had to come through. This is usually the card of secrets and someone looking out for themselves. I think that there's a painful discussion or realization that you and someone are not on the same page, that this person is doing what they want, and you're trying to, there needs to be some accountability that's going on here in this present moment, and it's kind of stressing you out. That's what I'm getting. This person is not being smart or focused or committed either to a relationship or a situation. You're bearing the brunt of all of that foolishness and bad decisions and lack of commitment. So by the time we get to your future here, we have the Justice card in reverse. Things are out of balance. Things are out of whack. We get Queen of Cups in reverse. You're feeling upside down and frustrated. And then we have an Eight of Swords to where maybe both of you and a person are feeling really trapped. Like, how are we going to work through this problem? Okay, that's what I'm picking up most of all. I'm going to shuffle for the outcome card. Okay. Okay, I have a Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is the card, when it's upright, this is the card of not taking risks. It's about being selfish. It's about holding on and only looking out for yourself. When this is reversed, it can mean letting go of holding on to things, money, but it can also mean that you're being a little bit, if there's a problem with money, and I don't know why this is coming up, but I am getting a sense that maybe there are money issues. This card kind of means, as an outcome card, that you're going to have to get unstuck with money. You're going to have to think of different things to get yourself out of this bind. Okay? One of the stories that came to me through this reading is you, Cancer, being frustrated and trying to make the balance and harmony of a particular relationship work, but the other person is out of whack. It's like you're being cautious and careful and trying to keep things on even keel, but this person, this other person who most likely has the energy of Knight of Wands, this is speaking more to me than the two kings. This person is just sort of being very careless. They want to be able to do what they want to do. They don't want the restrictions of a commitment. They want to have it their own way, and they're not as disciplined as you. So that's, and I think that it's kind of wearing down on your feelings. I also get a sense that you're handling a lot of responsibilities. And as I said, you're bearing the brunt of keeping everything stable and balanced and moving forward. But the other person is really, making things difficult. It's like on a seesaw. They're the ones who've got you up in the air, and they can jump off the seesaw at any time. And can not only leave you hanging, so to speak, but they can also put you in a very difficult position. They could also just let the seesaw drop. They get off the seesaw and they completely sabotage you. That's what I'm getting. Two people on a seesaw who need to find balance, but this person has you on the seesaw up in the air. They've got you up there, you feel trapped, and they can get off that seesaw and just let you take a very hard fall. Okay? What this is saying to me as an outcome card is that this person could leave you hanging, but it could also mean that you need to find your own stability here. Okay? This person is not as stable as you would like them to. They're not as trustworthy or dependable. And you're giving your emotions and they're leaving you hanging. So you need to be very, very careful here, especially when you look at what's going to develop in the future. So consider this message from the tarot as a warning for you. Okay, Cancer, you need to be very careful and you need to stand up for yourself. And you need to really have a clear dialogue and discussion with someone if you feel that they are not holding up their end of the bargain in this relationship. Okay? So, that's your reading, Cancer. It's kind of annotated because I'm not spending so much time focused on pulling out the major arcana. I'm just looking at the story that's going on here. But I hope this reading was helpful for you. And if you're interested in a reading, look in my description. And I thank all my regulars. I have regulars now. I know that there's some of you who've been getting readings from me every single month, and I really appreciate it. And I also appreciate all the comments everyone has given me. I haven't had a chance to respond to everybody, but I do read them, and I appreciate them. So please just know that you're appreciated very much. Okay? I hope you're enjoying your autumn. And I will see you next month if I don't see you on YouTube, but I do hope to hear from you sooner than that. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.